What is up, Ravens Nation? Welcome back to Vlog Talk, your home for all things Baltimore Ravens football. Today's video, we are discussing Myles Garrett choosing Joe Burrow over Lamar Jackson ahead of the Ravens clash with the Browns this Sunday. Before we get into that, if you're a Ravens fan and you're not currently subscribed, do me a favor, take 2 seconds, hit subscribe, like the video, helps in the algorithm get shown to more people. I appreciate it. Now, Myles Garrett made an appearance on FanDuel TV's Up and Adam. Didn't even know the show existed, but while he was being interviewed, he was asked who he's giving the nod to between Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson. And initially, he gave probably the most predictable response. He just complimented both guys. You know, Joe Burrow's coming on hot right now, but Lamar, he said, even when he's not, you know, his passing game's not on, basically, I'm paraphrasing, but he can still rush for 150 and 3 touchdowns and kill you, which is true. And when he was pressed further about it, he said he's giving the nod to Joe Burrow over Lamar Jackson. Now, look, everyone's entitled to their opinion. Obviously, Myles Garrett, one of the best defensive players in all the NFL. So I 1,000% respect his game. Maybe I'm just a homer Ravens fan. Perhaps that's true. But I think Lamar Jackson is the most unguardable quarterback in the NFL. And there might be a lot of people that hear that and immediately hit the comments, like, that's ridiculous. Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, yada. Okay, look, if that's your opinion, that's fine. And I understand those opinions. However, Lamar Jackson, to his point, Myles Garrett's point, Lamar Jackson doesn't have to be spot on throwing the football to change the game. Okay, but that being said, Lamar Jackson, I believe, is leading the league in completion percentage. So he hasn't been off very often this season. But he, even when the defense takes away the pass and does a great job, and it seems like they have everything hemmed in, he is really the best quarterback in the league he's like Houdini in the pocket. There's so many times we've seen Lamar Jackson be dead to rights, and I'm thinking, okay, this play is over, and then he just pops out of the pile and rushes for 8 yards or more. Not many quarterbacks can do that. Yes, Patrick Mahomes has a scrambling ability. Joe Burrow can scramble, especially now that his calf appears to be better. Jalen Hurts, I get that. I understand that. That's true. But nobody is as electric and elusive as Lamar Jackson. I don't know too many people that will dispute that. And now we see him really thriving as a passer, like I mentioned. I believe he's leading the league in completion percentage. And I know they don't throw it the most, and he doesn't throw for the most amount of yards. If it was the competition of who throws for the most amount of yards, then yeah, I would pick Joe Burrow too, because he just throws for more yards. The Bengals need him to throw more yards, and the Ravens need Lamar Jackson too. But if I'm taking who is going to go out and win me the most games, period, day in, day out, it's Lamar Jackson all day, every day. And to further, prove my point, we haven't seen Joe Burrow without grade A receivers. And I don't want to take away from Joe Burrow, because I do honestly believe he is easily a top, probably 3 quarterback in the league. Okay, I think the dude, he's deadly accurate. And he also has that scrambling ability, and he's tough to sack. He's smart with the football, and most importantly, accurate, like I mentioned. So I give Joe Burrow his due respect. You don't get to the AFC Championship game back-to-back years in the Super Bowl one of those years because you're receivers and you're an average quarterback. He's definitely above average quarterback. So I don't want this to come across like I'm saying he's only successful because of his receivers. However, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins are great receivers. Okay, and he just happens to have both of them on his team. Tyler Boyd, also a good receiver. He's benefited from walking into that. Now, I know if they got Chase afterwards, but Lamar Jackson hasn't had those weapons, and he's still one of the winningest quarterbacks, active quarterbacks in the league. I believe second behind Patrick Mahomes. So, a guy that has not had nearly the weapons that Joe Burrow has had, and he consistently wins games. That is what I'm looking for in a quarterback. Who can go win me games? And that's Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson does that and has done that since he took over as the starter. So that's just my opinion. I want to know what you guys think in the comments. Am I wrong on this? Is Joe Burrow, does he get the nod over Lamar Jackson, or is someone else? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Like I said, if you're a Ravens fan and you're not subscribed, do me a huge favor, subscribe, like the video, comment your thoughts. Definitely do that. I want to know what you guys are thinking. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Go Ravens!